Hey, this is Soldier 7 here reporting for Right Wing Federation, and this video is going to be about impeachment in South Korea. As you may have known or not know, just recently I think it has been called that there was a vote to remove the president of South Korea in retaliation for that martial law that was inputted earlier this month. And there was an impeachment at first a week prior, and it was failed. It was voted down, but apparently now another one has been taken, and apparently it has been passed. It is said that the president of South Korea will be impeached or so forth, or there'll be a process and so forth, and so on. And at this time, it is said that the prime minister will act as acting president of South Korea until further notice, until an election can be held at some time. So yeah, but the only question is where does South Korea go from this? Is South Korea already in turmoil, if not already? That is the question, because before the impeachment, this impeachment, not the first one, we saw protests. We saw those who were opposed to the president of South Korea, and there was even some protesters who were supporters of the president of South Korea. So the question is where does South Korea go from here? Is South Korea in turmoil? Is South Korea going to go through a rough patch if it hasn't already? Keep in mind, this isn't the first time there has been an impeachment in South Korea. This is probably the third, I think, in its history since South Korea ended the military junta in 1987. Since then, there has been 3 impeachments, so I guess there has been 3 now. So the question is this going to hurt South Korea in any way? And the question is what could this be, depending on when the election is supposed to take place, and in the meantime, the prime minister is going to be acting president, but in the meantime, does this affect South Korea in any way, like regarding to like maybe its economy or its relationship with other countries and so forth? And what is the reaction from the communists in Pyongyang, as in North Korea? What is their opinion about this? Are they going to just use it to spread propaganda and so forth because of what happened, because of the reason why he was impeached? The president of South Korea, which granted, I admit, as anti-communist as I am, I don't think martial law was the right way to go about it. I think it was a ridiculous call to make. To this day, it's kind of confusing. Like, I did not see that coming. I know that there was some controversial stuff and some controversy regarding the president of South Korea who had just been impeached, but yeah, but for some reason I did not see that coming, like him declaring martial law. And I think it was pretty ridiculous to do so, but yeah. But that does raise a question, like where does South Korea go from here? I don't know. I mean, hopefully, when they have an election, hopefully, it does not put the country in turmoil. If it is already, hopefully it doesn't make it get any worse. Who will the next president of South Korea be after the next election? Who knows? But yeah, I think this was kind of ridiculous that the president declared martial law. Just keep in mind, regardless of what you may think of South Korea, just keep in mind, compared to North Korea, it's still freer, as we just noticed, because when a president does something about that, at least in South Korea, I mean, South Korea is not flawless, but at least you can say you can have a vote on it, whereas in North Korea, if you wanted to impeach the dear leader, yeah, you probably would get executed just for saying that. But anyway, yeah, any takes on it? The comments are open. That's all I'm going to say for right now. This is Soldier 7. Thanks for listening.